Okay, we need to talk about some recent statements from this mullet-headed maniac. And this is going to be a two-parter, so make sure you watch both parts. We're going to start with something that he said that proves it is that deep. And race is absolutely involved. And since clearly a lot of you are not listening to the black women on this app, hopefully you'll indulge me, because I know they're tired. Now, in my last video, make sure to check it out. I talked about the 3 stereotypes that people of my complexion created in order to mistreat, demean, devalue, and discredit people of color, specifically black women. And while I talked about the sapphire trope, which is the angry black woman trope, we need to talk about its counterpart. Because where there is a sapphire, allegedly, there will always be a pearl. And believe me, she knows how to clutch them. Because if there's one thing that women wear well, it's victimhood. You see, Kyle met up with Amanda, and afterward he was like, I'm really concerned about her. And that's when I knew. Here goes the cycle. And mind you, I have no doubt that victim mentality played into this pairing. Because if she's the victim, probably of Kyle at that point, then West gets to be the savior. But I'll get to him in part 2. It is both insane and yet completely predictable that this woman is now crying victim to online bullying if it isn't the consequences of your own action. Look how quickly all the mayonnaise complected men around her come to save her, to defend her honor. How interesting it is to see her portray herself as so helpless compared to how boldly Ciara in the back. That shows a certain degree of strength, does it not? Albeit entirely malicious. And the way she snuck around, the joy she seemed to get, that's not screaming victim to me. That's screaming villain. Mark my words, they will be trying to force her into the sapphire role. You can already see the pattern starting. Ciara is the one whose heart is broken. Ciara is the one who is betrayed. But who's boo-hooing? Who's rounding up the men to protect her? This is an all too familiar story. Now, luckily, Ciara can outclass any of them. I don't think she'll be taking the bait. But if you can't see this dynamic playing out, if you can't see how horrifically she's being treated, the standard with which she has to hold herself, knowing that if she were to get too angry or too upset, it would be held against her. But not just against her, mind you. And Ciara has spoken about this. She becomes a reflection of all black women. That's the difference. Pay attention. If Ciara were to fly off the handle, and I think it would be justified at this point, it would be used to degrade black women as a whole. And yet Amanda can backstab her, betray Kyle, secretly be sleeping with her ex and her ex-husband's best friend. Or are they even officially divorced yet? She can sleep with him. None of that is looked at as a reflection of her race, and she still gets to play the victim. It is that deep. And in the next part, I'm coming for you.